Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday. So today is day 3 of jury deliberations. I believe we'll get a verdict today. Yes, we will. And we'll finally know if Diddy will be found guilty or innocent. So yesterday, the jury reached a verdict on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5, but could not agree on count 1, which is the racketeering, the RICO charge. So today, the jury will go straight into the deliberation room at 9 a.m. Eastern Time until they reach a verdict on the RICO charge. So the jury is made up of 8 men and 4 women, ranging in age from 30 to 74. Now, remember 3 weeks ago, I told you my county was deep in this trial. I have the tea, and I was going to share some information, but I decided not to because if Diddy did what they said he did during his 1999 trial, and what his sex slave, Jonathan Odie, exposed about him tracking and following people, I don't want anything traced back to me, okay? Yeah, I don't want those type of problems. No, thank you, okay? So, with all that being said, it's over for Diddy. Westchester County better come through and shut it down in this case, okay? So, anyway, let me run through the list of jurors on this case. So, juror number 2 is a 69-year-old man who works as a massage therapist in Manhattan. He has a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting from New York University. Juror number 5 is a 31-year-old man who works as an investment analyst. His hobbies include golf, tennis, and video games, and he described himself as an active churchgoer. Okay, praise God, my brother. Juror number 25 is a 51-year-old gay man with a PhD in molecular biology and who works as a scientist and lives in Manhattan with his domestic partner. Remember, he was the jury who got called out on the first day of deliberations because the others said he could not follow the judge's instructions. Juror 28 is a 30-year-old woman who lives in the Bronx with her mother and brother. She works as a deli clerk at a grocery store. Juror 55 is a 42-year-old woman who lives in Manhattan with her fiance. She works at a nursing home and said she is not a fan of news. Okay. Juror 75 is a 68-year-old man who is retired and previously worked in finance. He lives in Westchester County, with his wife, and said he listens to old Indian music and likes to play cricket and volleyball. Juror 116 is a 68-year-old man who lives in, again, Westchester County, with his wife and kids. He's a retired lineman. Juror 160 is a 43-year-old woman who is a physician's assistant and works with elderly patients. She lives once again Westchester County with her husband and kids. Hey girl. Juror 184 is a 39-year-old man who lives in the Bronx with his brother. He's a social work program supervisor and part-time security guard who has a master's degree in social work. Juror 201 is a 67-year-old man who has 2 adult children and works as a logistics analyst. He lives alone and guess what? Westchester County. Juror 217 is a 74-year-old woman who works as a treatment coordinator and has a bachelor's degree in sociology. She lives alone in Manhattan and she does not have children. Juror 230 is a 57-year-old man who works as a manufacturing architect and has a master's degree in mechanical engineering. He lives with his wife and kids, and guess what? Westchester County. Remember, he's the juror that was an alternate and replaced the juror, I think number 6. Yeah, he replaced juror number 6, who was dismissed because he lied about where he lived. And remember, I told you that there were people who was from New Jersey who was trying to get all up in this trial. And I said this before it all came out. Okay? So, I'm going to zip it. So this jury list is made up of some well-educated people. And it looks like they got the right people on this trial. Well, except for juror number 25, who they said could not follow the judge's instructions. So these jurors been involved in this case for 2 months. And they are being paid $72 a day, I believe. And they don't get paid the same day. They have to wait months to get that money. And they have to have their own transportation. So the only thing that the government does is feed them lunch. Okay, so they don't pay for lunch. But everything else, how they get to the courthouse, is all on them. They have to pay for their gas. So, and then you know what? Westchester County to that courthouse is at least an hour. At least an hour. So, yeah. And if let's just say they don't want to drive, they want to take the train. The train will be faster, but then they would have to walk or take a cab. Just a lot. Okay, so it's a lot. And they are not being paid that much. I mean, $72 a day? And you don't get the money right away? Yeah. So, anyway, I am so ready for this case to be over. 2 months it's been. It's been 2 months. So, anyway, big shout outs to all the news outlets. CNN, ABC, NBC, TMZ, AP, Reuters, so many. And independent reporter, Inner City Press. So without these outlets, we would not have all the facts. Okay? And I like facts. I like facts on top of facts on top of facts. So, yeah, thank you to all these outlets. So that is all, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. No, punch that bell for me, okay? Punch it hard. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.